Here are 10 tips that you probably didn't know about in Dungeonborne. If you right-click while you're holding a torch, you can actually throw it. Once the torch has been thrown, you can also go ahead and pick it back up. You probably know that there is a way to charge your staff faster. However, what you might not know is that if you're playing as an elf, you can crouch to go invisible and regenerate your health at the same time. Breaking things like wooden crates and barrels will always drop gold. Imagine you find yourself in possession of a shiny blue sword. However, when you go to sell it to the merchant, she doesn't want to give you much gold for it. Instead of selling it to her, what you should do is go to the auction tab and put it up there. It costs 5,000 gold for you to put something up on the auction list, but the sword does give me profit. Do be careful of what you put up and what you don't, because some things won't really go over 5,000 gold. Now, let's say you find yourself running low on some healing potions, and maybe you don't have a lot of money to buy them. What you can do instead, and what's actually much cheaper, is to collect the Cloudy Life Essence that's very, very commonly found throughout the game. Then go over to the Alchemist and just craft them. This is completely free to do. All you need is the Cloudy Life Essence. You can also craft bandages and mana potions in exactly the same way. Now, let's say you've got another shiny blue item, and selling it does not give you much gold. What you should do instead is just dismantle it at the blacksmiths. Dismantling things gives you materials which you can use to craft more powerful weapons, armor, and accessories. You probably know that there are 2 maps with 2 difficulties each. However, what you might not know is that there is also a competitive 3v3 game mode. This is a fantastic place to test your PvP skills and just try out new classes you wouldn't usually play. Additionally, there is also this Mithril Order game mode. Upon entering it, you'll find yourself looking at 3 different classes. Each kind of represents one of the classes already in the game, but their skills are actually different, so you should go ahead and read them. The interesting thing about this is if you enter this game mode, you can get lots of gear for completely free, assuming you survive the raid. In the inventory, you can see I'm going to get some rings, some healing potions, and some bandage, plus whatever I get in the raid if I extract out with it. This is a great place to enter if you've got some gear fear. If you're playing as a sword master and you find yourself running low on swords, you can actually buy them from the merchant for very, very cheap. Also on the merchant, if you go to the item tab, you will find this magic dice. You should always use this when you have it available, since it just means that you won't lose one particular thing in your inventory. For example, this little symbol right here next to my sword means that if I die in raid, I will get my sword back. There is also a buyback feature. If you ever accidentally sell something to the merchant, you can buy it back for a pretty low price. Knowing spawns is extremely valuable. This is one of the only spawns I know, but I'm going to speed up the clip here and you're probably going to see me fight this pyromancer, and the fight's going to go pretty well for me, and that was mainly because I knew the spawn and I was just able to successfully ambush them, really. So even just paying a little bit of attention to where the enemy shows up at the start of your game can be super helpful. So that was just a couple of tips to help everyone out in the dungeon. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.